Hi and welcome to Milgat Farms. Today on the channel I'm going to show you how we connect a lateral to our main line with a plastic welder. It's really cool. This is the plastic welder itself. I really like it. It's nifty, that's for sure. A lot of sugar makers use a thing called saddle valves. Now I say sugar makers because that's what we call ourselves. We make maple syrup, but we also refer to ourselves as sugar makers. Sugar makers. I can't even say it. Sugar makers. That's right. So a lot of them use a thing called a saddle valve, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with a saddle valve. It goes over top of the pipe. You make your puncture. You got two little hose clamps to hold it on. Instead of going for that, I opted for a plastic welder. I'm from the automotive industry, in the body shop specifically, and we used a lot of plastic welding in my time, and I thought that would be probably the best solution, if you will, for no leaks whatsoever. And for me, it's worked out really well. I've only had one of them break in all the years I've had it, and it wasn't a failure as much as it was a tree that fell on it, and that kind of caused it. Other than that, I really haven't had any problems, so I really like it. Today on the channel, I'm going to show you exactly how we do it. We're going to make a connection right here to the main line. This is not a new lateral, but we split the lateral because we had a few too many taps on it. So I want to connect this 5/16 barb, which is, oh, there it goes. I got to get that to this right here. I'm going to show you how we do it. It's going to go just like that. We're going to clean it. That's not really a lot of cleaning. I'm just moving dirt off of it because once we plastic weld it, it's going to melt it right to it. Now, we've got a tool that's called our Spinseal, and this is it right here. And this tool, we have to put our little barbed fitting, which is a 5/16 barb fitting, into the Spinseal tool. Here we go. Now, you can see it. It's going to end up being sitting just like this. So it goes into the tool like so, and there's two little ears on it. That's what's going to do the spinning. So we're going to push it in there. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to hook it up to the line. And I want to get it, let me move that thing right there. There we go. So I want it horizontal personally. That's what I like to see. There we go. Now we got it. What's funny about that? I can't see the, we're going to do this differently. Okay. I'm going to spin this thing upside down. Did I just drop that thing again? All right, now I can see a little bit better my end piece. Let me see where we are. All right. So I like that. That's a good fit for me, or a good feel. Set this guy down inside of here. 22 is the voltage on the unit. I'm using a 20 volt battery, which is kind of cool. And what's going to happen, here we go. So what's going to happen, I'm going to press the green button, and then we're going to watch this thing in here spin, and a little puff of smoke's going to come out. That's going to let us know that we did it right. At least I hope we're going to do it right. So let me see if I can get this thing set up so you can see the, oh, I'm going to fall down. I'm in a bunch of rocks. All right. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, contact. We have 20 seconds to wait for the cooling to take effect. If we pull it off before that, it could come off because it is pretty hot. What welded it was simply the spinning of the motor in there. All right, now that says we're right there, 20 seconds, we can pull it off. I would say it's welded pretty good. I'm gonna set this back in its box. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do next. Ah! What you can't see is inside of that fitting it's I would say melted plastic, but it's also solid. So we're gonna have to take a little not a screwdriver, but a drill bit, and push it right in there in order to get that piece of debris that's inside of there and open up that hole so that our water from our lateral can go into the hole. I think that's a pretty good fit right there. Which What's kind of interesting about these things is that it's now part of that plastic. And unlike a saddle valve, that's most likely not coming off. I've only had one break off in the number of years that I've been doing this. So I'm sold on this for sure. This right here is the drill bit, or the tool. You can put it on a drill. I don't put it on a drill. I just use my hands. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push that drill bit right in there. Let me get in a little bit better position. Here we go. There. So I'm in a little bit better position. So I'm just going to screw it right on in. And it's set not to go through the other side. Now, we're all the way in, but there's a little, I don't know, it's a cutting device here. There's two of them on this. It's going to cut both of those little ears off. There they go. Nothing's on the other side. Okay, that's all I need. Now I'm going to come back out. There we go. See that plastic inside of here? That right there is what was in the hole. Okay, put that in my pocket. We don't want to put that on the ground. Now, in order to get this to work, it's best to use a little water. All we're going to do is we're going to put it on. We're going to start wiggling, and we're going to wiggle in a circle. Let me show you what I mean. There we go. You can see it's going on. There's two barbs. I want to get it 2 barbs deep. In case one barb has got a score or something on it. There we go. There, it's in there. Now, I got a piece of dirt in my mouth. How did I miss that? Oh my gosh. I missed a drop right over there. I've got to get another drop in there. All right, you see the orange flag right here? I'm going to leave that on just so I know that this is a new fitting. I don't have any other new fittings in this area, so that when I put this thing under vacuum, I'll be able to come back here to make sure we don't have any leaks. To give you an idea where we are, my kids are down there at the bottom. That's like number 1, number 2 lateral. We're at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And it just keeps on going until we get to about 38. And they're all the way up at the tippy top, which is way up there, probably 300 to 400 meters up. That side of the farm is the steepest. As you might be able to tell, it is pretty steep over here. And this is the section that I always start on when I'm either setting taps or putting in drops or even tapping, because I like to get the worst over first. That's for sure. Hey, wasn't that a really cool tool? I think it's really neat. I've really enjoyed having it. It's served us very well. And that doesn't mean the saddle valves don't work. I have some in my little kit of things that I carry around in the sugar bush, because in the season, when there's under vacuum, it's not a good idea to use this kind of a machine. It's better to use a saddle valve. And I'll tell you, I've never used one. Wasn't that a cool tool? That's what I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Thanks a lot for watching the video. Do consider giving us a thumbs up. Come back often. It's not gonna be too long. We're gonna be making some maple syrup, and maybe we can do a live during that adventure. It's a lot of fun. I wish we had smell-o-vision. I really do, because the whole barn smells like hot maple syrup. Oh my gosh, it is awesome. Thanks a lot for watching. Do consider giving us that thumbs up, and until next time, God bless you. All right, I gotta get back down without him getting hurt, because I'm not wearing any crampons. I really love those things.